I say that to say this. The NFL is corrupt and full of scumbags. And you're like, who knew? Apparently nobody. Like, nobody could point this out. And even when there are multiple players gambling, okay, cool, bad apples. And I, guilty, I've said it, still believe it. I don't think the games are rigged. But does any of the following two news stories, does it provide any help to the situation the NFL isn't rigged? Pablo Torre, along with Mike Florio, find out that the NFL, PA, the Players Association, the representation of the athletes, were scumbags. J.C. Treader and the other guy who he hired so that he could jump him, they were both scumbags. And the other guy was in another company covering up stupid stuff. But the people who represent the players were jerks. They did not like it when players got paid more. Who knew? Like, who knew? Next news story. And by the way, those same NFLPA leaders, they spent the money on strip clubs, which I just want to say, as a person who admires, if you make your money, great. But I just want to say, yes, yes, good for you. Are we kidding right now? Oh, how about this news story? ESPN reports there is at least 100 NFL players who somehow got Super Bowl tickets and sold them to casual fans for way more money than they were worth. Again, not helping the whole rigged argument here. Because if the owners are all colluding to make sure guys don't get paid, if the NFLPA, who represents the athletes, are spending their money on strip clubs, if 100 players are selling tickets to the casual fans for way more price than they're worth just to pad their already millionaire pockets, yeah, I guess it does make sense now that the NFL might have some crappy refs and not care about it. And I mean, what do we believe? So when you hear those stories, and not just the NFL is rigged portion of it, you guys know my thoughts on that, but we hear these stories, and it's like the NFL is an organization full of corrupt, scumbag, loser people with money. And we've all been fooled. Every year, America slurps up this league. We love it. Can't get enough NFL talk. And they're all jerks. Like, why did none of us, including myself, why did we never think to ourselves, hey, a league run by a bunch of billionaires probably doesn't have the best morals. I mean, we already know that they didn't care about us, but now we definitely know. Because the league doesn't care about its own players. J.C. Treader is I don't know how to insult him without cussing. Because what that man did, after knowing so many players, after representing the players, when you hear what he did to make sure some players didn't make more money while he and others are spending money on strip clubs, that's a little bit hurtful. And then the fact that 100 players plus the ones gambling are willing to not only pretend like they just can't play that day so they can make money for a parlay, and they'll also charge a bunch of fans a bunch of money. It's all a scam. I mean, this is This is worse than we could ever think. And I don't know what to believe right now. Because I'll put a bow on this. I'll bring this back to the National Lacrosse League. I want the NLL to make a bunch of money because it only helps me and it helps out the players that have been awesome to me. But is this what they'll become? And I'm in no way going to try to criticize the NBA, the NHL, and MLB for being criminal organizations here. But does this also open up the question? These other billionaire owner leagues are also jerks and don't care more than we thought they didn't care? Folks, the owner of the Buffalo Bills is the owner of the Buffalo Bandits. Like, this is insane. The owner of the San Diego Seals and the Las Vegas Desert Dogs is the owner of the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it feels like every person in the world who has $1 billion to their name does some corrupt things. And I'm not accusing Joe Tsai. I'm not accusing, maybe I am accusing the Pagulas, because honest, if we think about it, the NFL owners are colluding to make sure players make less than what they're worth. Wow. We've all been hoodwinked. And what's very sad about this is that in the next segment, I'm going to talk about the NFL and how I'm excited about training camp. And I'm excited about the Chargers and Lions game this Thursday. I mean, what entertainment does to me, what sports do to me, it blinds the moral compass at this point. I mean, I guess, like, the red flags of the NFL were always there. Like, the same league that has literally tried to cover up their concussion stuff. I mean, if you actually look into that concussion, like, that whole lawsuit thing, it's unreal what they tried to do. And as if that wasn't good enough for us, the fans, the league knew what it did to their players' heads, and they brushed it away, tried to make sure you didn't talk about it. That wasn't good enough. And somehow, I'm still surprised. The NFL's own Players Association doesn't actually care about the players. And the players themselves will throw games and will sell a bunch of tickets because they want a few more million and they already have 10. It's unreal. How many leagues are like this? I don't know. But I swear to you, I'm 28, and when I'm 50, am I going to sit there and say, am I going to be one of those old grumps that say, I used to like the NFL? It was all crap, and I don't know. But man, this stuff is just more red flags right in our face about these corrupt scumbags. And we just lick our fingers and on to the next meal. It's unbelievable. But when we come back to this show, I'm going to talk about the NFL preseason starting this Thursday. We'll talk about that and more here on Mike Said It First. Oh, that's bad.